Hey, welcome.
Finish between now and tomorrow. Yes,
welcome to DOREEN'S African Experiences, and yes, doing this life thing better. Well, how better? I'm not even sure. So, yesterday I was supposed to do a live, but then again the weather was crazy. I was on the move. Yeah, I'm going to check on my camera progress, but it's bad. They told me the screen got broken, and apparently the screen is not here. So they are looking for the screen. I have to find ways of locating the screen, the camera screen. Did you know that in this country, there is no people that fix cameras? Like, it was even a shock. In the entire country, I could only locate one person who can fix cameras. One person. Yeah. And I guess when cameras break in this country, people just throw them away, buy others. Me, I don't have money. Now, what was I saying yesterday? Our charity is still ongoing. Yes, it's still ongoing. Guys, I'm here to remind you, first and foremost, let me first thank every single person that has contributed to our charity so far. Mr. B. Price, Mr. Shafiq, Miss Lily, and Mr. Robbie. Thank you for your contributions so far, but we have a long way to go. With the contributions we have at hand, so far we can only feed, let me show you just a minute. 30 times 5. No. With the contributions we have so far, we can only feed 3 families. Imagine. And our goal is to feed 50 families. So we have a long way to go. Like I said, anything you can contribute is welcome. So far we have collected, let me see, against the current rate of the dollar. In my currency, it's 1 million Ugandan shillings. That's how much we've collected so far. But I want to see how many dollars that is. So I think that would make it $300. Sorry. Actually, now we've collected $286 so far. So we have $286 so far. Our goal is $2,545. Kale mumalirize ndyoke neeyongereyo. Omwami gw'olagirira ababoda otuuka amaze kankulagirira. Bw'ogenda bw'oti nga gye wavudde tokkirira, yambuka. Yes, ekikuba ekidda wano ku ddwaliro. Yambuka Bwambusi ku main road. Omuntu omugambe w'olaga. Agenda direct Kaleeru. Teri atamanyi Kaleeru. For you, you shouldn't mind where the person is passing, as long as they take you where you go. Northern nga togenda Kaleerwe. Kaleerwe kiri ku Northern. Agenda yitawa.
Ogenda se.
Ngenda Busega.
Ate Kaleerwe lyavuddewa.
No, neera wabagenda Busega. Kaleerwe wasobola okufuna taxes.
Anti kyenga kyewa boda mugambe akutwale Kaleerwe mu paaka. Sicho? Simple as that. Teri wa boda tamanyiwo. Kali awo kapaaka. bw'oba toyagala akusaze nga weesaza mpola mpola bibyo si kyo weesaze it's always safer bamantaavu so naye lwaki tafunye wano kuba nabawana ba stage toyambuka wano bajja kukukyajingako like 4K 3K naye it is safer 3K 4
akamwesa babatwalirawo nnyo abo
it's fine but it's safer because kati enjawulo ya nusu 10 enjawulo 0 be safe yabbiri kati 200 zikulinyisa omuntu gwoteeka kasa abaana abo tebavuga bubi nze banvuga sibafunangamu buzibu funawo ku stage just kati kyokola tokkiriza kusukka 10,000 just ndowooza 5 oli waba kusedde suubi naye tojja kuwabya musajja atuukaawo omutwe gumulumi tosukkanya just mugala nina 10,000 ngenda akalerwe ku paaka simple as that.
Thank you so much.
Kale tusanisa okubaako naye leero.
Kale weddire ku live yo mwana wa.
Bakuba mwaganye okunsayininga ku bipapula byammwe.
Bano ba influence gundi accountability yange.
Kakati ate
tuli mu empyo. Kati ndi mu negative.
Abo baana bato bawese.
Baagala sente. Kale
twagala kintu kimu sente.
Tetulina kyaki twagala okujjako sente.
Kale tuka bulungi. All right, sorry guys, I'm back. I was saying, back to our initiative. So far we've collected around $286, and we can only feed 3 families out of the 50 families. Like I kindly requested you guys, Wanange. I don't know what we are going to do. Because if I don't book the food early, guys, food is going to be more expensive. That 35,000 I told you, a bunch of matoke, is going to be impossible to get any matoke at 35 in the Christmas week. It is going to be impossible. Why do you want me to lie? It is going to be impossible. Matoke goes up to 50,000 during the Christmas period. 50 cheap ones 40, and those are really small. And also, if I want to go to the farm, I have to go a bit early. People are booking food in the farms. Era ndowooza mbyekolere kuba temundiiko nkoze entondo because the man, I can't start booking food for 50 families when people are not donating or we are not raising money. I can't. So what happens if I book that food and we are unable to raise the money I need to feed the 50 families? They can't give me back that money. What am I going to do with all that matter? And now I'm even worried. Hi Rose, how are you? I'm having a very tough time this week. You know, I really want to do this charity because honestly speaking, it means a lot to me, right? Oh, thank you, Rose. It means a lot to me, and I was hoping it would mean a lot to you guys as well, because as a channel, we have grown, we have benefited, honestly. I've provided knowledge at every point. I've provided assistance where I'm able to. And I just want us to do one good thing. One good thing. I don't come here asking you guys to donate. I never do that. Okay, except some 7 months ago when I wanted $200 over for what? But this is the one thing we do. This is the one thing we surely do as a family, as the DOREEN'S African Experiences family. You know, it is the one thing we do together. It is good to give back. It's good to help people. I don't know how to explain it, but it feels good. It feels good. Knowing that you've made someone happy, you've provided someone a meal. There is a reason I don't come here asking you to educate people, or because I know that's a long-time commitment, and not all of us are doing well. So just one meal to a family I think it should be able to. We should be able to do that. Thank you, Rose. I believe you're a great woman too. So everyone that has donated, thank you. So far, we have 1 million Ugandan shillings, and we need 8.162 to go. We don't have to raise all that money, but at least we need half. Kale, at least let's do half. Let's feed at least 25 families or even 30. But 3 families, today is 6th. And by the end of this week, it's going to be what? And the longer we take, especially to book the food, other stuff we can collect in the longer run. But we need to book the food. That's my humble request. We need to book the food before the food gets expensive. If the food becomes expensive, then we are completely out of budget. This is what? Today is 6th. By Sunday, it will be 10th. It will be 10th. I was interacting with someone, one of the people that donated. You know, I really like people like that. Hopefully, I get to do some work with her. She told me she has a village she does so much charity for. You know, she has built wells for them. She feeds them. Even as I speak, she's also running her own food charity there. And for her, she does it all year. You can imagine. All year. But imagine she has her own charity to run, but she still came through us on this charity. It really made me so happy talking to people like that. You know, it just makes you kale gendo lekanireri tolina na sente zo charity zolese bannange bantu betukola nabo mulete sente za charity ajja kunjogerera kambaleke. But I'm just saying, everything we do here is public. There is no scheming. There is no doing things under the table. There is nothing like that. I openly tell you what I have. I tell you what we expect, what we plan on doing, what we can and can't do. And I can only hope. Someone asked me a question. How can there be someone giving birth at 12, 13? I looked at these people and I told them, you people, these things of saying, why are you giving birth to children you can't take care of? You don't understand the circumstances of the people I'm talking about. This life thing here, we all have different circumstances. Some of these girls are born into lives, into places where there is completely no development. That's first of all. Second of all, they have no access. Third of all, they are tied down by the history of their parents. Let me give you an example. There is a girl, even as I speak, she gave birth again. Now, these are things whereby you can only advise. You're not there. You can't tie their legs together. You cannot do anything. You can only hope. And maybe these kids, we have to lift them. Thank you, Rose. We have to maybe find ways of changing and exposing the kids to better opportunities. But imagine someone is born into a family where the mother gave birth at 10, 12, as soon as you get your period. Their families in villages, deep in villages. I've always told you, you people don't know your country. This is just Uganda. You don't know. There are people in this country who are still living in statuses or in settings that existed from the early 2000s where there was no power. They're still living in those small houses, mud houses. Your next neighbor is like a mile away. You know, all they eat is what they grow. That sounds very beautiful if it's by choice. That thing of eat what you grow, but having no access at all. So they have one old school which is completely broken down and kids are studying under trees. Imagine this rainy season. You think those kids are studying? Where are they going to sit? This rain that's been coming morning and it stops evening. They're not going to school. Most of them are being lied to by a few men who are farmers and have sold a few things and made a few bucks here and there. The only exciting thing they have access to is a market day that comes once a week or once a month to their village. All I'm explaining to you is very simple. So what do you expect someone like that to do? She's not going to school. Her mother gave birth at 12. The father was probably 13 or 15 or even 20. And all they do is have kids. All they do is go to the garden, come home, eat, play around, and then what? What else? A young mind in adolescence, what do you think is going to happen to them? Some of us even go to some of these villages and people look at us like as if, you know how if you just came out of a plane, how people who have not been on the plane look at you like, oh, this one just came back. That's how they look at you, like as if you're from some kind of planet, a different planet than them. Look at me. Sometimes I'm even dressed up so raggedy. But then I reach some of these locations and people look at me like as if they just saw a rich person, like a don. I don't know, that's how we call rich people here, dons or something. You know, you see people way older than you trying to kneel before you after you just gave them 2,000 shillings, that's less than $1, you know, or you are overpaid for something and they're so excited, they're so happy. You see someone who has not even held $5 in a month, and you think this person can afford to educate their kids. So you taking for this person, let's say a chicken for Christmas, will be like indeed Christmas. They'll feel so excited. It's like, I can't believe this. It's not that they don't have them, it's just that they don't get people giving them these things, and some of them don't really have these things. Circumstances. Where do you want them to go? They can't leave their home. They don't have relatives. There is people I know whose entire generations have lived in one village and they've never left. They don't know anything else and they are there. What their grandfather knew taught, that's all they know. For you to come and tell them that there is family planning, they'll say, family planning, what is that? They've never heard of it. Never. Because cultures here teach children, especially the girl child, that if you're married to someone, you should submit at all times. So if the man wants to do it, you kind of can't say no, because that's what they've taught them, you know. So women here in most of these villages are used as reproductive organs. They are no more than that. They use them as, I don't know, chefs and reproductive organs. That's their use. And this is still happening. It is still happening. So what do you want someone like that to do? When they get sick, they're making herbs from fields and gardens. And if they're unlucky and they're suffering from something stronger, they're going to die. And people die all the time in those villages of things that are curable, but they have no access to medication. They don't have access to hospitals. Most of you don't know this country. You only live in the city, you see surroundings of the city. You think the only problems this country is going to face is water. Water is everywhere. Oh my God, we can't move. Those are the things you think that we have bigger problems than that. Swim. Swim, because the water is going to move anyway. We have very, very big problems that don't even have solutions at hand. So yes, I cannot blame some of these girls for giving birth at 12, 13. They're victims of their circumstances. And we've all been victims of our circumstances at some point. It may not have been that, it could be something. You know, lack of education, lack of accessibility. Even the education being taught is pointless, it's useless. You know, education is supposed to uplift you and prepare you to deal with life. But the kind of life that we are living now is not being taught. It's not being taught. That's why we have street smart and book smart. Book smart doesn't always work. It doesn't. Education system has to be upgraded to fit the current system of life, the current way of life. They're not teaching you that. They're not teaching you that. You know, no one is teaching these kids in school that, okay, fine. You know what? You can go to school, but you can also learn to do this. You can learn how to do a bit of sales here and there. You can learn how to do this and that. They're not teaching them. There are people who are solely making a living off sales. Many, and they're doing well. But who taught them how to do sales? These are skills they're teaching themselves. So yes, as a community, we shall get there. We shall get there. We shall help everyone. But for now, let's give them a meal just for one day. Let's give them a Christmas meal. Let them be excited. Let them be merry, happy for one day. Let them live. Let them forget their circumstances just for one day. And then going forward, as we grow, we can do more. But for now, I can't do so much. I'm just one person. And we are 5,000 people plus. If we are unable to raise $2,454, really? 5,000 people? Okay, even if we were 2,000 people. If every one of you just gave us $1, put $1 up, $1 like this, it would make a difference, a big difference. I'm not saying you have, because I know not all of us have, but the little you have, share it. You have nothing to lose. You're not losing. When I shoot that video in December, when I'm giving out that food, and you see the smiles on those people's faces, does that hurt you? Will it make you so upset that someone so old, so frail, is getting food from you? Kids, disabled kids. I don't specify some of these things. Some of these young mothers are giving birth to disabled kids. Why? They don't even have access to some of these vaccines. So the kids are becoming disabled, not because that is how they were born, no, but because they have no access to the right medications. They don't even know how to take care of these kids. We have a lot to do. I plan on doing so much as time goes on. But I can't do much. I do 2 jobs. Look at me. I've been at work since morning. Even as I do this, I'm at work. I work very hard. And I have to take care of myself, but I also still help. I'm not just seated here waiting on money from anybody, or I don't know, I'm not some housewife of some sort. I'm neither of those things. But I understand the importance of charity. You know, it's supposed to make people understand that they are not alone, to help societies grow in many ways. You do so much kindness, half the time you can't even keep track. But the person whom you help never forgets. That person will know that Miss Lily donated money to me, and that money made my Christmas last year. You know, Mr. Robbie donated some money, and Mr. Robbie made my Christmas last year. You looking at that video, knowing that smile, you contributed to that smile. The smile on that child's face, the smile on that old person's face. I'm obsessed with old people because I know how hard it is to be old, not from experience, from witnessing. Here, unlike in the Western world, when someone becomes old, they discard them, they throw them in villages. They are there, they have families, but no one cares for you when you're old. They forget them. Majority of them are forgotten. These were once strong people, once well-accomplished people. Most of them probably made sacrifices to help those same children of theirs achieve the lives they have, but then they've thrown them in villages. And they didn't stop at that. They've also thrown their kids at them. Do you know what it means to be old? And then you have to now start taking care and raising a 2, 3, 4-year-old. And they can't do anything about it because that's what society here depicts that old people should do, raise grandchildren. You know, there is no taking a break in this country. There is no relaxing. They are going to gardens, farming, like they've never worked a day in their life. But they shouldn't be working that hard. And then you find them falling and breaking their backs. It is sad. I move a lot. I think it's only the past 2 months or 3 months that I haven't moved much. But I am going to resume. I'll be showing you some of these locations and you'll be wondering, where is Doreen? Has she gone back in time? Is this possible? There are locations, I was shocked. That location where I'm planning on booking the food, those people by 4, 5, they are closing their doors to go to sleep. Can you imagine? I said, what? It's still daytime. No. Wanotwebaka saa 11. Abakedde tuyingira 10. I was like, what are you people talking about? Yeah. And most of them, because they have nothing to do, they've resorted to being cannibals. That is the only exciting thing in these villages. They are cannibals. Oh my! They wait for everyone to lock their doors. They undress and start running around, digging up graves, stalking the dead. Let me tell you, I don't think majority. Anyway, they are cannibals for real. But there are many people who are cannibals, not because they were born cannibals, but because they've chosen to be cannibals. Because the life is boring for them. They have nothing exciting to do. You people, I've been saying this for a week. I cannot go back to that village because I'm still trying. The other village that has food is very, very far. It's too far. It's almost 6-7 hours drive. Now I have to go to this one, which is 2 hours. 2 hours drive, 2.5 at tops 3. But I cannot go to a place where people are looking at my body in the form of food. No. If I have to book that food late, because honestly speaking, I cannot be anyone's food. I've emphasized this enough. I've been crying, telling you guys, if we are going to book that food, we have to book it early. Kati next week and we haven't booked that food. If you don't hear me say I have booked food, what? If you don't see that video, no, we are not giving Matoke out. Otherwise, we are eliminating something to increase the budget. Because I cannot increase that money any further. First of all, we've only collected not even 1% of the money. And this has been already a week. You know. What do you want me to do? Panai. Sometimes I wonder, are my subscribers ghosts? Do they not exist? I think I have ghosts. I think I'm being haunted. Because if I actually have 5,000 subscribers, genuinely, I should be able to do something like a charity and it is successful. I'm just thinking out loud. I'm not really good at thinking slowly without talking. 5,000 subscribers. And you are telling me we can't even raise 1% or even half to do a charity together? Where are these ghosts coming from? Last I checked, I have 5,000 subscribers. Maybe numbers are not always right, as people claim. The numbers don't lie. My numbers are lying. You know? It is good to give back. Life is so short. It's short. I could die tomorrow. I could. But if I died tomorrow, I would have no regrets. I'm just saying. I don't have regrets in my life. Because everything I had to give, I've given. Everything I have had to do, I have done. Me, I live my life in the now. I do things. I make sure I don't have anyone haunting me, anyone silently hating on me. If you're hating on me, that's your problem. But I don't think I instigated that hate. You just have your own problems. But generally, I try to live my life in the clear. I have no regrets. Of course, I'm not saying I'm going to die, but if I happen to die, but how many of you can say that? How many? How many of you can say that if you died right now, you wouldn't have regrets? You guys, it's good to give back. It's good to help. It's good to help. Maybe you're helping elsewhere. At least if you're helping, let me know. Tell me, Doreen, I cannot contribute to the charity because I also have my own charity. Let me know so that I know that at least you're doing some good somewhere. But you're all quiet. Quiet. Say something. Tell me, Doreen, I cannot help right now because of this. And make me understand that I'm not wasting my time. If I'm wasting my time, then I can't do this next year. I can't. Why should I continue to run charities that people don't want to contribute to or even be part of? Yeah. Give me some reason at least. Let me know. Let me know. Tell me that, Doreen, we are not coming through. Maybe we are waiting for next week or something. But you're all quiet. Yeah. I like Miss Lily. She told me, Doreen, I have my own charity. Even as I speak, I'm preparing for my charity to start. I was so happy. By the way, I never even asked her to contribute or anything. I was just happy for her. I was so happy. She can testify. I was just so glad. I was grateful that good is being done. My concept is not that you all come through to me. I'm just requesting that you do some good somewhere. Yes, it doesn't have to be through me. It doesn't. But at least let me know that the year is ending and you've done some good somewhere. Naima, you're all quiet, no response, nothing. Anyway, what else was I even going to talk about? Nothing. I forgot it. And even I don't know. I'm just worried. I'm just worried because sometimes you think you do actually have people that will join you in an effort to do something good, but you really don't. You just assume. We'll be here assuming things. One time someone told me, don't expect, don't assume. And I'm not learning. I'm not learning. But guys, please, if you can, please help. Please. Let us feed these old people. I've shared videos of what I did last year. And even last year, you didn't contribute. Last year, I had King and I think a seller. There was two ladies and a gentleman that donated. And some people on ground, some friends of mine, the doctor donated. Remember the doctor donated 50,000. There was another lady, a friend of my mom's, she also donated 50,000. I remember. But off YouTube, and then when I did that charity, I had, I think, over 1,000 subscribers. They were coming to 2,000 subscribers, but I only got 2 donations. Now with 5,000 subscribers, I've only gotten Mr. Robbie, Miss Lily, Shafiq, and Mr. B Price, 4 people. Hopefully, when I have 10,000 subscribers, we shall have now 8 people donating. I'm just being sarcastic, but I hope you know how serious I am. I'm dead serious about this issue. We are going to give out food and we are going to do it. I have enough faith in all of you. And I believe that we can do some good, okay? We can do some good together as a channel. I have big plans for this channel. Very, very big plans. But they can only succeed if we are a family. I don't have fans, I don't have followers. I'm just a regular person, even less than regular. I would like to think of YouTube as my family. You guys are my family. You are my YouTube family. Because I talk to you people more than I talk to anyone in my life. You know too much about me. Way too much, maybe unnecessarily too much. So it's a little bit saddening if we can't help people. Because me personally, I see the sadness, and it saddens me, okay? That is all I have to say. Let me go home and sleep. My camera is not working. I'm waiting for someone to locate like a screen for me. I can't buy a new camera now. Maybe in Feb. This content creation thing has become a serious issue. I want to create content. I have so much information to give you, but how do I create the information? Munsavide. Nonetheless, I hope you're all having a wonderful week. I hope you're okay. And if you are not okay, I pray you get better soon. I pray you get the much needed help. I hope you have the drive to take you through this week and the next week. I hope you and your loved ones are doing well. Thank you for always watching me and watching my channel. For everyone that comes and supports me any way you can, it's appreciated. It is. I appreciate. I don't take any of you for granted. Especially those people who let me know they are there. Thank you. It means a lot. Now, I think I should go do other things. Let me go home. It's already evening. Let me go home. I shall start from here at work tomorrow. I don't have to do all the work today. Yeah. Oh, dear Lord. Excuse me. Oh.